Is Ryan Reynolds' Hollywood acting career over, and did Blake Lively, his wife, destroy it? Well, yeah, maybe. We'll talk about it right now. Hello, folks. Hello, friends. Welcome back yet again. Today, we're talking about an MCU star who has fallen in a way that not even Mark Ruffalo could believe or do. Today, we'll tell you why Ryan Reynolds is desperate to get Deadpool out. Deadpool 4, not Deadpool and Wolverine, because, well, his wife is just too darn mean, and maybe he is too. The text message is out there. The legal snafu, ugly. Folks, click the like button, drop a comment down below. We'll bring in Michelle from Force of Light to set us right and explain why Ryan is done with the ladies. Is Ryan Reynolds done? Has Blake Lively done him in and kicked the MCU star to the curb? That's the story we're paying attention to right now, folks. Out of Geeks and Gamers, this one by Alex Gurzo. Ryan Reynolds' next film going straight to streaming as star promises to make Deadpool 4. And this is the story that I did not know, but now I do, and now you will too. Ryan Reynolds is said to be focusing on the next Deadpool movie. We knew that. We don't know that Hugh Jackman's going to be there. We knew that Matt Bellany out of PUCK, Puck, YouTube, Puck, that they're reporting this stuff. But what we didn't know necessarily is that Ryan Reynolds apparently has been dusted when it comes to the stuff he's working on. It says the Puck report that revealed Reynolds' focus on a new Deadpool movie has also revealed that Mayday, a comedic survival story starring Reynolds and Kenneth Branagh. Do I have that right, Michelle? Do you know Branagh?
I'm not sure.
Branagh? Probably Branagh.
Branagh.
Okay. Has been completed for more than a year, but has been collecting dust on the shelves at Apple. Puck, P-U-C-K, reveals that Mayday will be released this year, likely in September, but that it will not be released in theaters, instead going directly to Apple TV. Apple did not comment on the situation. Michelle, there you seem to be getting pretty darn shy when it comes to being close to Ryan Reynolds. And part of that might be because, and it's hard for me to even pull this article up because of reasons, advertising, I guess. But if we go here to page 6, hosted by Yahoo Entertainment, says how Taylor Swift is handling Blake Lively, legal battle as private texts are released by Bernie Zillow. Says she's in her unbothered era. Page 6 is told that Taylor Swift is enjoying her life with an NFL star. She's not concerned with the legal battle that she feels doesn't involve her, but private text, T-Swift's private texts are now out there for people to see. Mud being slung every which way. Michelle, we covered this before, but we didn't cover the fact that Apple has shelved Ryan Reynolds' stuff. Michelle, I think we might have got this wrong. I think we underestimated how badly Ryan Reynolds has damaged property now because of the Blake Lively situation. Of course, that's his wife. But this whole thing is getting really ugly really fast. And I don't know. What do you think he can do right now to fix his career, and how badly is it hurt?
Yeah, well, I'm just going to say, I think as a whole, I think men are underestimating just how bad the damage is to, we keep saying Blake Lively, but no, at this point, Ryan Reynolds. We now have text message after text message, email after email that Ryan himself sent. And we have all now seen that this guy is basically a sadistic psychopath, and he is not appealing to women. His favorability, this is a stat they just did. It was some big like celebrity magazine. In 2023, Ryan Reynolds' favorability amongst people was 80%. He had an 80% people liked Ryan Reynolds. The same group did the same type poll in 2024. This is before even all the super damaging stuff has come out from Ryan Reynolds. His favorability dropped to 20%. It's not just Blake Lively anymore. Ryan Reynolds is damaged, like badly. And here's the thing. I know a lot of men aren't focusing. They'll say, oh, well, it's Wolverine. I mean, it's Deadpool. That's fine, but we're not even to the bad stuff yet, guys. We've not even gone to trial. We've not even gone to the point where Johnny Depp would finally get to defend himself here. It's going to get way worse in the months to come, and it's already bad. And the reason I say, like, it does matter if women go. Deadpool's not making $1 billion without women going with their boyfriends or just going. It's not. And Ryan Reynolds, his fame started with women. He was a rom-com. He was the cute guy who was funny. And that's his audience. It was women. Now he began to grow a male audience, but it was always more predominantly female. And the female audience has kept up with this case, like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. And we have seen a side of Ryan that now when you watch a Deadpool, it's no longer funny to you because you're like, no, that he's just a douche.
Ouch. Michelle, why is his wife doing this? Because Blake Lively is the one who's instigated these legal proceedings. She's the one who's going after Justin Baldoni. Baldoni didn't go after her. She went after him. This doesn't seem like a win for either her or Reynolds. So why? Why are they doing this?
Yeah, and again, I think you have to say we, because when you read the emails, the texts, he has been behind this from the very beginning just as much as she has. And in fact, he's been leveraging his power from the very get-go because he was the one with the power over Blake in this situation. But yeah, what was the question again? I got my ADHD mind. It's late.
Why are they pursuing this? Like, why would they not just say, you know what? This is not worth it. If we win the case, we lose the PR battle.
Well, they've already lost the PR battle. And the bottom line is none of this should have even been opened. Blake Lively's own behavior started going viral before this film came out, and the fans were calling her out on it. She had bad press, and it was almost passing. And then in December, they open up this can of worms. But here's why they open this up. And this goes back to the fact that Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are bullies. And I, for one, am not interested in seeing this man in anything in probably forever, to be honest. These two people, Brian is worth like $1 billion at this point. That man has made so much money beyond acting. Acting money's nothing to Ryan Reynolds. And basically, they thought they could leverage their power and bully this guy who has zero power in Hollywood, thinking, well, we've got all this money, we can beat him. Here was the plan. We're going to smear this man and sue him, and this little guy doesn't have the money to take us on, and no one will know what we really did. What they were too idiotic to not foresee is they also named in the lawsuit Wayfair or Justin Baldoni, the company he works with. They named the CEO, who is a billionaire with a B, and he was like, not so fast, and got Justin Baldoni, a great law team, and then it was on, and their little plan was done because Justin, I keep wanting to say Jason, Justin had kept all the receipts, and every receipt that comes out now just keeps making Ryan Blake look terrible. They went around to all of Hollywood behind his back, the biggest names, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Taylor Swift, and we're trying to ruin this poor man. And here's the real kicker that's very nasty, and that the men in the audience need to understand who Ryan Reynolds is here. They are trying to smear a man for SH, we'll say that on this platform. But in every single email and text message that we have now seen, and we've seen a lot from Blake and and Ryan, never once when they complain to their friends do they make this big. If he was SHing her, that's pretty big, right? You would mention that to all these people, right? They never mention it one time. All they do is bash this man's ability to write a script and make a movie, and how they need to basically take it over. So not only that, when you see all this, you see, man, these people are so nasty. They are willing to lie about a man, SHing Blake Lively, and try to ruin this man's career. They were laughing in emails. Ryan very grossly, I'm not even going to describe it. He describes, a little kid's pants being taken down in a public market, like in a grocery, and spanking them with, just humiliation is what this man wanted for a guy who didn't make a movie he wanted. It's sadistic. It's gross. Like when you observe what these people have done.
Michelle, isn't it bigger than that? Because the idea was they were going to steal this IP, which is multiple books, and undermine the production and take it over. They wanted to steal everything from Baldoni and his production studio to make more of these films and basically control it. So they were using not just the leverage of the power that Ryan had accumulated over his the term of his popularity, but also, as you mentioned, the money from his aviation gin, the money from Mint Mobile, all of the money that he was making through the marketing branch that he started, his marketing brand, that created all this other type of wealth that they are now living off of. Again, you're right. He's a billionaire plus some. And look, sometimes if you protect yourself well, like Baldoni did, you film the filming of the movie. So, and that's something that most people don't understand. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds doesn't look good. And I think you're right. I think his Q score is like down around the bottom of Hollywood stars right now.
Well, let's go over this because, nobody knew who Blake Lively was, but everybody knew Ryan Reynolds and loved him. I
just want to say just really quick to what Culture said. Yes, Justin Baldoni had purchased the rights to all 3 books.
Yep.
This was going to be a trilogy, and he's in the first one, and the first one was very successful. Yep. But I mean, she just totally ruined everything at this point. They were literally trying to that's what they did. I mean, this guy watched at the premiere of his movie in the basement due to her demands. They tried to totally just take from him what he had purchased.
Here's the sentence from Geeks and Gamers that confirms what Michelle was saying. Reynolds and Lively are at about 20% and 10% positive public sentiment scores. They're less popular than Congress, respectively, which is why Reynolds wants to get another Deadpool film going as soon as possible, hoping to win people over with his wisecracking and, importantly, crowd-pleasing anti-hero. Lou, you've watched a lot of Hollywood careers go up in flames. This is an insane one because it's a completely unforced error. Nobody made them do it. They have done it to themselves. Lou,
the devil made him do it. And the devil is called money. The devil is called money. Look, these people, all of them, when they reach this stage, have a so-called professional PR person. Mm-hmm. And in theory, if they were going to launch this campaign, they should have gone to that gal, and said, what do you think? And a pro would have told them, you don't need this aggravation, don't bother. Mm-hmm. But they don't think anybody's opinion is anything compared to theirs because, hey, the world's paying me $1 billion to be me. I must be, God on a white horse. I've seen it big scale, small scale. I've seen a lot of people who, for various reasons, have gotten promoted to jobs that they aren't really competent to do, but their attitude is, well, I don't know if I'm competent to do it, but everybody else thinks so, so it must be true. The kind of money we're talking about here and the kind of attention and the kind of ego fill for a person with the right, or I should say the wrong, emotional, spiritual, personality makeup, it's poison. It's absolutely poison. And he's done. And she's done. And nobody thinks they're awful because they love the guy they're attacking. They don't know who he is, really. Most people have never heard of him, or they've only heard of him in this context. All they know is if you'll do that to somebody else, you would do it to me, to my wife, to my kids, and I don't want to be around somebody like that. And I sure as don't want to buy a ticket to go see him at the movies. End of story.
We're starting to see the effect here. Netflix now has Ryan Reynolds' critically acclaimed box office flop. Says despite Ryan Reynolds' star power, A24's backing, and great reviews, this indie film tanked the box office. Netflix subscribers can see what they missed. That would indicate to me that people have said, nope, I'm not going to go see the Deadpool guy. I don't know if this made the mainstream yet, though, Wiz. What do you think? Are mainstreamers figuring this out about Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively? Is this something that people are obsessed with, or is this for those who are entrenched in the Hollywood landscape?
Well, it's really interesting. So everything Michelle said, of course, is on point with this. But if they don't know, Pro, they will once the trial happens. It's going to be like the Johnny Depp trial all over again, which was explosive. And everybody will be paying attention to this. It's going to be all over. It'll be world news every single day that this trial is going on.
But the difference will be that the lady will never say, I did say and do terrible things, because she doesn't think anything she said or did is terrible.
It won't, but it won't matter because the court of public opinion is going to see how full of themselves these people are. Now, Pro, you pulled up something really interesting here. The fact that they're going for, or even hinting that they're going to do a Deadpool 4 is really interesting, because when Deadpool 3 came out, Ryan Reynolds made this big stink about how he's done doing the mainline movies and that he's just going to be like part of the ensemble in the Avengers films going forward. This reads of desperation, because he didn't want to do a Deadpool 4. There's not a lot of stories left for a Deadpool 4. Also, if we look at what Marvel's going through right now, they're kind of busy trying to save Marvel. They don't have time to take a risk, or the investment to take a risk on a Deadpool 4 that nobody cares about. The only reason Deadpool 3 made the money it did is because it was a Fox film send-off. So they were chiming in on the legacy of the Fox franchise. This screams desperation. Ryan Reynolds, it's not that it matters that his career is done because he's worth so much money, but this ain't gonna happen. Deadpool 4 is not gonna happen. I'm curious to see how this is gonna impact Doomsday, because he's rumored to be in Doomsday with Hugh Jackman. How's that gonna play out now? Because he's gonna have a pretty big role. No, the trial, this is gonna be another trial of the century.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think it could possibly even be bigger than the Johnny Depp Amber Heard, because one, it's been battled out so long already in the press. And secondly, I mean, all the names that are attached to this, Taylor Swift, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, like, it's just a long list of celebrities that they reached out to and tried to involve in their basically hostile takeover of another man's movie. Before they then alleged SH that they never talk about, but that I guess happened.
Right. All it's going to take is, now, if we start seeing text messages coming out of other actors or celebrities saying foolish things or saying nasty things. What if Hugh Jackman is caught up in these text messages saying nasty things about people? If all of that comes out, you could see the collapse of modern Hollywood from this. That's how big this is.
Woof. Lauren, are you going to go see any more Ryan Reynolds movies? Are you done too, buddy? You out?
I don't really see his movies to start with. I'm not a Ryan Reynolds fan. I thought he was great for the character of Deadpool because that's kind of the guy he is. But I'm not going to be greatly impacted by any of this stuff. So I'm just eating popcorn.
You don't like rom-coms, Lauren?
Oh, let me tell you how broken my heart is.
And I'm the only man on earth who actually thought Green Lantern was good, so don't ask me.
Hey, 2 weeks notice. Come on, guys. Come on.
Free Guy I kind of liked. Free Guy is okay.
What about Van Wilder? Come on.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, folks, we'll keep an eye on this, but I think Michelle was the antidote to our incorrectness on the last one. This is getting bigger and bigger, badder and badder, and maybe, hey, better. Send Ryan Reynolds over to any other team. We don't want him anymore in Hollyweird. And it is time to put a bow on it, for this one, folks, is a gift to everybody who wants to know exactly what's going on in the entertainment industry. And we are so joyful that you were there to receive it. We hope that you had a great time. An attitude of gratitude on this channel every single time you decide to spend time with us. As we get ready to say goodbye, we only ask a few simple things. Click that like button, share, subscribe, click it, and stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. And folks, as you get ready to head out that door, do you have a place on social media that you love to share this sort of thing? Hey, you can make this YouTube video sing by putting it out there for your friends, your family, and for those weirdos who just won't leave you alone. Folks, until the next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.